Koala bears are slow animals native to Australia. They are known for climbing trees and sleeping up to 22 hours a day. Aside from being cute, sleepy animals, they are also very important to the environment. They eat eucalyptus, which, according to SaveTheKoala.com, the trees take CO2 from the atmosphere and, through the process of photosynthesis, convert it into organic carbon as they grow. As long as these trees do not decompose or burn, the carbon is safely locked away. Photosynthesis also produces clean oxygen, which is released into the atmosphere. Eucalypt species that grow in koala forests have been proven to be among the most effective species in the world when it comes to storing carbon. If we cannot protect the koalas, this will be quite detrimental to the environment. We must act fast while we still have the chance before we all suffer as a result. What makes koala bears so important? Koala bears are known for being cute and cuddly creatures that hail from Australia. But what many don't know is that koalas actually provide the environment with a lot of positive influence. They are known to eat eucalyptus or gum leaves, which helps maintain the large eucalyptus forests in Australia. The trees in koala forests release CO2 into the atmosphere through photosynthesis and convert it into organic carbon. The carbon stays stored in the trees as long as they remain strong and healthy. Unfortunately, changes in Australia's government have led to the neglect of these forests. And while planting new trees is helpful, the old trees make the most impact. The fires were the icing on the cake for the near demise of these impactful forests. How did the deaths of these koalas impact the environment? Well, koala bears are quite slow and they cannot fly or run. This puts them at a severe disadvantage even in day-to-day life. During the devastating wildfires in Australia, about 500 million animals perished, including 8,000 koalas, which is 1/3 of the koala population. Due to this, koalas are now considered vulnerable to extinction. Before, there was barely any risk of them being in danger. While it is common for them to occasionally get stuck in the road and get hit by a car, they were always safe in the large forests that they inhabited. But the bushfires burned fast and hard and thousands perished. And for the ones that did survive, they were left severely burned with no safe home to return to. Many had to be taken to sanctuaries to be treated for their severe burns and dehydration, and a large amount of them may not even be able to function in the wild anymore. What can be done to protect them? Since koalas are now endangered, there are things that must be done to maintain their status as a stable species. To help support the koalas from afar, supporting the Koala Protection Act and the Australian Koala Foundation will suffice. For those who live in the immediate area, planting eucalyptus trees are helpful. Being careful of wildlife crossing the street and supporting local koala groups will be very helpful in making sure koalas can rebuild their species. As humans, there are a lot of us, and we are the dominant species, so it's up to us to make a difference. With nearly 8 billion people on the planet, if more awareness is raised and more people know how they can make an impact, these animals will receive more than enough adequate help. Many people know what koalas are and how cute they are, and although many are not aware, koalas are very important to the environmental health of Australia and the world. They were not in any grave danger before these fires. Now, however, we need to help them more than ever. It is important that we take these concerns seriously and do our part for the better of the whole world. Since they are a new animal to the endangered list, many do not know how much danger they are in and how much attention they need and deserve. If it was an animal that could be had as a pet, like a dog or a cat that was under duress, the entire world would be up in arms to help them. Just because we can't buy one and take it home, that does not mean that they are any less important to the world. In fact, they are probably more important. There are ways to make it fun too, like adopting and sponsoring a koala to make sure they are being fed and cared for properly. They even sell toys and other things for children that also raises money for these cute animals. There's no shortage of ways to help. Research simply must be done to know where to start and what to do. Luckily, that is very easy, as websites like SaveTheKoala.com exist and provide all of the information and links needed to help bring awareness to these adorable and necessary creatures. The bushfires that ravaged Australia were nothing short of tragic, and not just for humans. It is truly heartbreaking to know that over 500 million helpless animals perished in this wreck. Since koalas do so much to help the environment that we all share, and the fire was started partially due to human error, we owe them as much as trying to preserve what small amount is left of their population and ensure that they can rebuild and repopulate without